Better? A little bit better. Let's come a little bit closer for this one. Yeah. Well, well, well. Let's do it. Okay. Silencing the phone. All right, for today's practice, welcome. We will be using, here, let me start again, and then I can just edit. Just want to make sure. Okay. So, welcome everyone. Happy to be here with you, whether you are here live or you are tuning in on the replay. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today, of all days. We will be using a strap, so you can have a belt or a piece of fabric if that's helpful for you. A strap is great, a bolster, some blocks, maybe a pillow, cushion, all of the things. We're just going to kind of flow through a little bit of yin yoga, get some breath into the system, give ourselves some time to center. I have been turning up the dial on my Kundalini yoga practice. I did a couple of, we had a little bit of experimenting with that. And, I think it will be something with that practice where I just need to really do it on my own. And also the meditations require music that is very helpful for the meditations. There's a lot of chanting. And I don't think I have the right setup to really be able to do that live through this format. So I may be creating just an extra class on my personal platform that if people want to come to that, then we can do that. Otherwise, we'll just keep it to more of the vinyasa, the hatha, the yin yoga here for the moment in time, because that's what is working in the space. But I will say that doing the Kundalini yoga practice and doing the Kundalini yoga meditations, I feel so much energy, so positive. I feel like I'm clearing out a lot of ghosts and a lot of stagnation and a lot of things that can, just show up in life, because that's what happens. And that's a big part of any yogic practice, is the continuous cleaning, the confrontation that we have with ourselves on the yoga mat, feeling the stiffness in the body, right? That's a very simple way to confront the self. Are we able to expand out of that stiffness? Am I able to relax into it? Am I able to allow the tension to soften? Or am I just battling it in my mind? Am I just frustrated with the tension? I hate the tension. This tension is awful. This tension means that I am this, and I did this thing wrong, and that, and they did this to me. And we get all caught up in this mental twisted illusion. So even on that level, right, the confrontation of can I soften? Can I expand? Can I allow? Which is a huge part of the practice of yin yoga. Hi, welcome. Good morning. Good day. We're going to do a little yin stretch if you want to join, and it's not too intense on the digestion, although the recommendation is to not eat, 2 hours prior to any yogic practice. This will be more slow stretching. I don't think we'll do any deep twists. So if you want to stay around, stay around. So confronting the self. And so something like Kundalini yoga is just cleaning at a much, I think, a quicker, deeper, vibrant capacity. And something like yin yoga is like the direct opposite of Kundalini, right? It's like so much about slow inward observation and patience, but still that determination that yoga asks of us to show up and to stay present and to stay in it. So with yin yoga, what we're working on is finding that edge of the pose, not going beyond that edge. Going beyond the edge is like you're stepping into the territory where you might be hurting yourself physically, right? Hurting the body. So we want to be very mindful of that edge, and we're just kind of playing with the edge, right? We're getting a little bit closer to it. Maybe we're needing to soften back. We're listening very deeply to the body. We're working very consciously with our breath to see if we can just push the edge a little bit more so that we're stretching the fascia, right? We're massaging the fascia even. We're really opening up the saran wrap pattern, right? We're in a pattern and it's like we're wrapped in saran wrap, and that saran wrap is like holding us tighter and tighter and tighter. So through this yin yoga, right, we're breaking through that saran wrap. We're opening the body. We're going deeper into a new pattern, which can bring up a lot mentally, right? And that's where, okay, breath, mind, centered, these things come into play. So we're looking to try to find stillness, because in those moments of deep challenge, we start to create things in our mind, and then we start to shift and like look for the shape or the feeling that's more suitable, right? That's more comfortable. So we're playing with that edge. We're coming into stillness. We're doing our best to stay in the pose for the entirety of the time that we're in the pose. Of course, if you feel like you've reached your capacity, you need to release and let go. You release and you let go. And maybe in another day or two, you come back and you're able to go a little bit deeper. And that's it. You're just consciously working to get a little bit deeper into things as it is working for you. So that's my talk today. Wishing you a lot of peace, wishing you a lot of prosperity. Let's come into a tall seat, close the eyes, and just begin to deepen through your breath. Breathing in and breathing out at your own pace. Giving this time to the vessel, giving this time to our bodies, gratitude for the body. And now we're just going to do a little bit of stretching and breathing, giving it its little wash for the day. Breathing in and breathing out. And we'll come together with one Om. Inhale. Bowing to each other, thanking ourselves for showing up today. Okay, we're just checking the chat. Happy weekend. Yay. Thank you guys for being here. So someone recommended that I should do like a private membership on the channel. I don't know that I'm there yet, but I'm thinking about it. So then things can be a little bit deeper, more personalized perhaps. But let's see, we're building, we're growing. I appreciate you being here on the live or whenever you tune into this. I just pray that it is actually helpful and beneficial. And over time, the tech will improve. I trust it. Okay, we're going to come down onto our backs. Yes. Actually, I want to work on my right leg. I'm going to turn this way so that I'm facing you. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will periodically check the chat. Okay, I'm going to come down. I'm going to actually bring my block near me. We're coming down here. I'm going to take this block to just the outside of the mat, right around the level of my hip. So it's there. Let's take a nice long stretch here. You can stretch, you can wiggle it out a bit. Bringing our arms down and just take a moment, like a Shavasana moment. You can even close your eyes here and just find the earth. Meaning feel the earth underneath you, feel your spine. Try to relax all of the muscles of the face. Let your legs fall out to the sides of the room. Breathe into your belly, your ribs, all the way up into your chest. And as you exhale, just slowly, mindfully let the breath fall away. A deep breath in and a long breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, slowly step your feet to the floor. Hug your legs in. Give a little bit of a squeeze here. You can always hold the backs of the thighs if holding the fronts of the shins is a little too intense. We can rock a little from right to left. Okay, and then we're going to step the left foot to the floor. We'll keep the right leg in. And this is where we're going to take the strap and bring the strap around the ball of the foot. And I'm going to stretch my leg up to the ceiling. Yeah. I'm going to hold the strap with both hands. I've got both pieces of the strap as one. Try to get it around the ball of the foot and not the arch. So you can kind of pull on that slightly. And I'm going to try to relax my shoulders to the ground. So I am, I'm using my hands, I'm using my arms to hold this, but I'm also consciously relaxing the upper body. And right away, there's some sensation. You can extend your left leg long on the mat. Stretch a little through that left side to begin. Let there be some action there, rooting that left leg down into the earth. I'm going to get the timer ready so we can time these postures. And let's just be here for about a minute. Your knee might be really bent. That's okay. It might even be a little bit further away from you, some of you with really tight hamstrings. So just allow the strap to hold the leg wherever you're at. I'm not trying to pull the foot towards my head. I'm just letting it land straight up and down. And I can start to feel the nerves in the foot. And breathe. Staying with your breath. Okay. This is where we're going to open the leg, taking an inhale to prepare. As I exhale, I'm going to open my leg now out to the right. And this is where you might take your block or your bolster and bring it in towards the flesh of the thigh. And you're going to create a little bit of an impediment there. And it's up to you, right? You might not need this because you're already so open. You might take it further away from you. I'm not there yet, so I'm going to tuck it here for a few moments. And let's breathe. Relax your left leg, your left hip. And pull the rope with your right hand, like you're pulling the foot slowly towards your right ear, even as the right leg falls towards the floor. Your left arm could also be holding the strap. I feel good about taking my left arm out to the left, and it becomes a little bit more of a weight for my left side to stay rooted. You can also reach a bit through your right heel and just feel what that triggers in the leg. Deep breath in, easy breath out. And we're about halfway through this posture. So I can feel that my leg is opening, my hip is opening. I'm going to shift the block ever so slightly and land here for the rest of the pose or the rest of our time. Left sit bone falling towards the floor. Inner right thigh is opening. A few more rounds of breath. Do your best. I'm going to take the strap in both hands and slowly, with my arm strength, bring that leg back up into neutral. I'm going to take my left hand higher, my right hand lower. If you need to kind of take a moment. My joints are changing. Signs of age, I suppose. Take an inhale here, please. And as you exhale, start to draw that leg over towards the left. We're not coming into a full twist. In fact, we're trying to keep that right seat pretty heavy towards the floor. It might lift a little. I'm pulling the foot towards me, and I'm letting the leg fall freely. And we're going to breathe here. You can take your right hand to your right thigh and your hip. You can kind of press it away from you and see how that feels. These can be micro movements. It doesn't need to be big. in order for it to be effective. And allow yourself to slow down. Let's take another inhale. And exhale, slowly bring your leg up. Bend your right knee. Remove the strap. And stretch the leg long, and we'll come into Shavasana. Feel your whole right side. You probably feel a little bit longer on the right side now. A breath in and a breath out. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side. You can stay as you are if you have the space and just move your block. I'm going to turn around so that you have a little more of a demo in case you need that. Okay, let's start by, we can keep the right leg long now and just hug that left leg in. Give it a little stretch. We'll take the strap around the ball of the left foot. And we'll hold it upright for about, a minute. Maybe flex a little through your right leg just to get that right side a bit grounded as we set up the shape. And then you can relax the leg. Yin yoga is really about not over enunciating the alignment. So we're working safely, we're following principles of alignment, but we're not doing the same things that we need to be doing. We're not applying the same actions that we would be applying in, say, a hatha yoga class, an ashtanga class, a vinyasa class. We're kind of doing the opposite, energetically speaking. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, let's start to open the leg now. Open it out to the left. And find the place that works for you with the bolster, with the block. It might be very different on this side. Always observing. And breathe deep. Allow whatever you are feeling in the body to be an anchor into this present moment. We're about halfway through the posture, so feel free to go a little deeper towards your edge, make those conscious adjustments. You could also come back from your edge if you feel like you're a little too deep. Open and surrender here. Taking the strap in both hands, slowly, slowly bringing the leg up. Take a moment, neutralize, and if you feel like you need to kind of fan out the fingers. On your exhale, slowly bring the leg over to the right. Remember, micro movements are totally fine here. Stay with your breath. Another inhale. Exhale, bring the leg up through center. Bend the knee, release the strap. Stretch the leg out long. Take a moment in Shavasana to just integrate. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Let's step the feet to the floor, roll on over to one side, and slowly, slowly bring ourselves up. Let's see where we're at in the time. I know those aren't big movements, but hey, we've already been here for a little while. Let's take a forward fold, really going into the inner seams of the legs. So we're going to do a wide angle forward fold. Better to just get it done. I'm going to open the legs wide, and the whole idea is that I'm just bringing myself forward, right? My legs are soft, the feet are soft. I'm not trying to flex like we would do in other practices. And I am going to stack some padding here and try to make it a little more accessible, a little more comfortable. So it could be 2 blocks underneath the bolster. I might have a pillow or a blanket here. I'm going to kind of figure out how I want to come forward. Some people like this works nice. Maybe the arms are on the ground. I'm turning my head to one side, and you might even be here for a little while, right? This is also where you might be throughout your whole practice, and that's okay too, to really just honor that. This is why we want to practice consistently so that we can, right, over time, bring ourselves a little bit deeper. I know I talk too much. Take a breath in and out, and just begin to make your way very consciously. These forward folds are so symbolic of turning inwards on the self. Taking a moment to go inside, to check in, to honor the past, honor where we're coming from, how far we've come. Maybe even to make peace with things. Stay with your breath and your stillness. We're about halfway through the shape. Feel free to make any conscious adjustment. For myself, I'm going to remove 1 block so that the bolster is a little bit lower. And I'm going to slowly come back in. And again, find a point where I can be still and surrender now.
Less than 60 seconds left here. If you can fully surrender, even just a little bit more, feel yourself dissolve and release and let go. Take another breath in and exhale. Walk your hands in, come up nice and tall. You can just lean a bit back in space to take any pressure off of the legs for a moment. Breathe in through your nose, exhale out of the mouth, and just do a little light movement through the joints, the toes and the ankles. Slowly step one foot to the floor and then the other, and just windshield wiper the legs a bit, moving in the hips. Very, very good. We're going to take our legs long on the mat. We're going to come into our final Shavasana. Feel free to take a little padding. We won't be here for too long because our system is already quite grounded. But we will come in to just honor the body in this moment of integration. Close your eyes, get yourself settled. Breathe in and breathe out, easy, peacefully, and just feel the feeling in your body now. Feel the vibration moving through your body. Feel that sense of peace, even as sounds come and go. The sweet timing of life. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly moving through the fingers and the toes, the ankles and the wrists. Take your time here if you need more time. The elbows, the knees, the hips, the shoulders stretch. Ooh, stretch. Slowly step your feet to the floor and roll to one side, and we'll take a little pause here. Say thank you to the body. Thank you to the self for showing up today. Thank you for my health of body, health of mind, peace of heart. Press the hands down and come up. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Wishing you peace and prosperity, bringing the hands together at the heart, closing with one Om, breathing in. And bowing to one another. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a very beautiful, beautiful and blessed day. See you in the next one. See you when I see you.